Alright guys, we're going against we're Detroit, we're going against the Hornets.
Here, let's send it over to Hall of Famer Dave.
Gotta make sure 1, 2, 3.
Aldridge, who was able to talk.
So again against the Hornets, let's try to do better like we did last team. Get all those good rebounds and stuff like
much
that.
appreciated. And Chris, at the midway point of the season, our team's worried about peaking too early. Is that a real concern for teams?
Yeah, you know what? I've never understood the phrase peaking too early. I never understood it.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And McCallum kicks to Johnson. And there's the feed to Prez. Pass to Morris. On the wing, Johnson.
There we go.
Now the dish to McCallum. And the shot falls short this time.
That would have been lucky had it
Always good ball moving.
4 shots.
Well, that's just not wise to take that shot in that situation. He'll think better of it next time around.
Good block though.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And
Sweet.
that one's good. Marjanovic. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Roberts. Off target with his 3. The Pistons have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball
Okay, still
here
got
in
that.
the first quarter. And there's Morris.
Wow.
That's good on the assist by Johnson. Morris
Maybe we'll
has
actually
got
win
his
this game.
first bucket of
Good.
the night.
When Morris gets it down to the paint, he's dead. They're using his big arms to get these shots and in. The defender stayed on him without fouling and did great work today.
Johnson dishes to Morris, and it's going to be a 3-second call. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Pistons.
Well, if you told me Perez and Young were going to struggle like they have in this one, I would have assumed that it would be a blowout. I mean, but give credit to the rest of the team. They've stepped up when they were needed, and it's why this game is still very much in doubt.
Kept alive. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Now here's Prez. He's guarded closely.
Oh, still got it.
Kicks it to McCallum.
Good.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Prez. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. The Hornets trail. Batum passes to Roberts. And the basket by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got his first bucket in this one.
Such an advantage for Kaminsky. He can finish inside with either hand.
And McCallum kicks to Johnson. Morris, left side.
Shoot it. Aw.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Hornets on top, leading by a point. It's the NBA on 2K.
You want to guard the paint.
When you have that sort of focus. Some changes for Charlotte.
Ooh, we're doing better.
Edwards checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Zeller comes in for Marvin Williams. And it's Batum in for Lamb. Detroit also making some changes. Prez is checked in for Aaron Baines. Johnson comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's McCallum in for Jackson. Batum teams up with Kid Gilchrist. Zeller is out there with Roy Hibbert. And it's Roberts in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. For Detroit, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And he makes both free throws.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And it's no secret that Stan Van Gundy knows how to coach defense. It's safe to call it his calling card at this point.
It's stolen by Morris. Pass to Prez. Back to Morris. Kicks it out to Johnson. Batum with the steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Zeller. Finished off the break.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
Johnson dishes to Prez. Johnson outside. McCallum, the pass to Prez. And stolen by Hibbert.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Now they have to get going here if they want to capitalize on that. Go for the quick bucket.
I even do. I have such a
And they're
small
passing
button.
the ball very crisply
You
here.
didn't allow it. Fast
McCallum
enough.
kicks to Johnson. He dishes it to Prez. Wants to get it to Morris and does. And stolen by Hibbert. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Roberts. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And taken away by
we need to do better.
Johnson. They push it up 4
Actually
on
doing
3.
better on steals.
Here's Morris. And
He
Morris
goes
throws it
better on
down.
steals.
And Morris really rises up for these jams, leaving no mistake as he finishes with authority.
And Roberts kicks to Kid Gilchrist. It's stolen by Morris.
Dang, steals a...
The clock runs out.
Bring it in. We have not won this game yet. Listen, guys.
The scene at night here in Uptown Charlotte, where we welcome you back to the action. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do. And some changes here for the Hornets. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Cody Zeller. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Marvin Williams. And it's Kid Gilchrist in for Lamb. So Detroit going with an almost
block.
entire new group here. Marjanovic checked in for Drummond. Prez comes in for John Lewis. Marcus Morris is checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Stanley Johnson in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. On the court for the Pistons, Prez in at power forward. Reggie Jackson out there with Johnson. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Morris in at the small forward position. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we know Michael Kidd Gilchrist is an impact player for the Hornets with his great defense. And last season, his shoulder injury set them back. Teammate Kemba Walker said his motor is different. You have to have him on the court. And Kevin coach Steve Clifford put it simply, when he's on the floor, we play well. When he's not, we don't.
You can't boil it down more than that, D.A. Thank you. Got a piece of it. Nice ball movement by Detroit. 5 on the clock. Here's Marjanovic. The Hornets pull it in. Kaminsky's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Inside, Hibbert. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Hibbert's got his first basket of the night.
And this is perhaps an area where Kaminsky is a little underrated. He has great court vision and makes really good decisions as a passer.
Sessions against Jackson.
No.
Sessions dishes to Batum.
We're all like really together.
Now Sessions. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Feeds it to Batum. From deep. No good, trying to beat the...
1 quarter
And
left.
now let's take a listen on head coach Steve.
Well, we're doing well. Great job. Show your hand.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set.
Come on.
Marvin Williams is checked in for the
First
Hornets. Batum comes in for Lamb. And then for Detroit, Drummond's checked in for Aaron Baines. Prez comes in for John Lewis. And Marcus Morris subbed in for Tobias Harris. Sessions out there with Batum. Then it's Williams. Then it's Cody Zeller. And it's Hibbert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jackson against Sessions. Outside Jackson.
Was he just waiting for the game to end?
From deep
Or just
three-point
waiting to
range,
shoot.
it's rebounded by Charlotte. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Oh, we lost.
6 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And they go to the intentional foul. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Hustle up. Let's go. This W is ours. Our
This W is
execution
ours.
has to be perfect from here on out.
There's 6 seconds left.
Tries a 3. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. And here is Lamb. And so it's Charlotte with the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to.
Alright, get the upgrade. It's +1 to a lot of stats, but just a +1. Real NBA fan 18. Oh, these long loading screens. I just need to upgrade my character. I think more teams will want me. I think that's how it works, maybe. Need more teams to want me. I don't know. Maybe we'll do better. We might try the Raptors if we can get on that team. We'll play Pistons for a little bit, then we'll try. All right. Come on. $61 yet? Nah. 1,800. Ooh, +2 this time. Ooh. This stuff stops going up for a little bit, I guess. I don't know. That costs a lot. 300. $82 entrants for them. Raptors, 32 entrants. I see you have to play for a while, don't you? Okay then. Random conversations. All these loses. Oh, he's only 3-0, so it's not too bad. One against them. Not too bad. Timberwolves have never won going against them. Alright, so what's next? It's a Jordan thing. I'll tell you, too lazy to do the practice. I'm only gonna do it when we need it. I know, I'm probably just doing something dumb. But whatever. These weird text messages. What? What'd I do? Really random text messages. Of course. Yeah, we're gonna do another game. Maybe upgrade something else. Get my overall up one. So long text message. I don't like these at all. Oh, I've heard Jordan's okay. Sick. Oh, yeah, you can make this really fast. Alright. Oh, we have 4,000? Are you serious? Now that is worth it. Another upgrade. What shall we upgrade? Does it get my defending up a lot more? Yeah, just boost that defending. Oh, I didn't need to remove them. I don't want to purchase it either. Dang. I can get that many upgrades for this? Wow. It'll take long to upgrade. Alright. Get some good upgrades then. My defense is going to be really good in this game. Oh yeah, you can get these. 2,000. Defending's getting pretty high. Let's save up to get defending up again. 43,000. Wow. Alright. Guess we're just gonna like play till we get to maxed out defense, and then we'll be our defense, I guess you could say. Timberwolves. Yep, we'll just say up to 2,000 now. Get that upgrade, and then we'll be all good, guys. Yeah. You had 2,300, I think.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings and welcome to 2K Sports. I rarely say greetings, but I just did. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, alongside Kenny and Shaq. Our coverage tonight from Target Center as the Minnesota Timberwolves will be playing against the Detroit Pistons. Well, for Detroit, they went 2-0 against this team last season, looking to continue that string of victories tonight. You look at Andrew Wiggins, #1 overall pick in 2014. You can see he's just oozing talent. But what is his ceiling ultimately?
Reminds me of myself. Ernie has the touch already, shooting touch. He's deadly from any range.
Wait, time out.
That reminds you of you?
Yeah. Remember, Ernie, I'm a prolific MF scorer.
What's MF?
Most frequently.
Okay. Well, I don't know if he has the ability to dominate games like Shaq. However, he does have the height, the wingspan, and the first step that our comrade does not have. So he will be able to do certain things in a game that he wasn't. So I like his game.
You're his.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you all the action. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side.
Thanks, Kevin.
It's not just about raw talent, but how the pieces fit, DA. Thanks. We're looking at these two teams, Doris, exciting young talent to watch.
I'll tell you, two teams on the rise. Young talent that's only going to get with.
Some changes here for the Timberwolves. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Hill comes in for Kevin Garnett. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Dunn. On the floor for Detroit, Prez. He's in at power forward. Ray McCollum out there with Johnson. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Morris in at the 3 spot. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
They be treating the lane like a campsite all day, man. Parking in there. Call it on them.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Rubio kicks to Levine. Passes it to Hill. Timberwolves passing it around. Dishes to Levine. For the 3. Second shot opportunity. And the rejection by Marjanovic. And the shot is good.
Dang it. Did not go very well.
Pistons trail by 3. And McCallum kicks to Prez. Pass to McCallum. On the wing, Johnson. And the wide open shot from Morris. That's it. Coming off the assist from Johnson. Morris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The feed to Jang. To the paint. Hill kicks to Wiggins. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Wiggins has got his second basket. For Detroit, they've gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. And McCallum kicks to Morris. Trying to find Marjanovic. Gets it over to him. Back to Johnson. The pass to Prez. Here's Marjanovic. He's guarded by Hill. Here's Prez. The shot, no good.
He can be a dominant, intimidating threat, but the defense stood tall.
Wiggins kicks to Rubio. Back to Wiggins. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
That's one he knows he should have drank.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter.
2 points behind.
Timberwolves lead by 2. Changes for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Nikola Pekic. Gorgie Dang comes in for Cole Aldrich. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Andrew Wiggins. And a different look here for the Pistons.
Neck.
Marjanovic checked in for Aaron Baines. Prez comes in for Marcus Morris. Tobias Harris is checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's McCallum in for Reggie Jackson. Gorgie Dang is out there with Levine. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Dunn in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Prez dishes to Johnson. On the wing, Harris. With the fadeaway. And it comes off the front of the rim. Minnesota leading by 3.
You know, guys, I think maybe at the start of the season last year, there was a little bit of doubt, but it was pretty apparent pretty quickly that Cat was the Rookie of the Year. You know, this guy played at a near all-star level from games 1 through 82, never missed a beat. One of the most impressive rookie seasons this league has ever seen.
For the Detroit Pistons, they come in off the loss to the Hornets in Charlotte.
The inability to make threes in that game, because they took a lot of them, I think, is why they ended up on the short end of the stick.
Their percentage from downtown is abysmal. I think that they felt the shots would eventually start dropping.
And
that's a dangerous gamble, as they found out.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Reggie Jackson went from a backup in OKC to signing a 5-year, $80 million contract in Detroit. And Stan Van Gundy said, we liked his ability, but what we liked even more was he's a guy we thought would not change once he got the money. This is a guy who's really driven to be as good as he can be. Kevin, he has definitely made some strides.
Thanks, D.A. He wanted that starting role, and he's earned it. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Shoots from 12. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Looked like it might drop for him, and you know, that has to frustrate him just a bit. That's one of his favorite spots on the floor.
McCallum, the pass to Johnson. And McCallum kicks to Johnson. Fires the 3. And that one is off. And
halftime.
All right, come on, guys. Shake it off.
Always gotta go for that rebound.
Dunn is making way.
Fail.
We come back to Minnesota
We
now
need to
with a
play 2
striking
games
look
an
at the
episode, at least 2
10th
games.
Avenue
Last episode was
Bridge,
3.
downtown
So I'm gonna
Minneapolis
try out my
off
new
in the
team.
distance. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Shang comes in for Kevin Garnett.
seem to get
And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Dunn.
getting a little
And a different look here for the Pistons.
a lot of rebounds.
Marjanovic checked in for Drummond. Prez comes in for Lure. Morris is checked in for Harris. And it's Johnson in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And
Dang it, I never
Detroit,
do that.
looking at who they've got. Prez in at power forward. Johnson is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Marjanovic in at the center, filling out the middle. Doubled by Aldridge. Morris kicks to Jackson. Clock at 6. Lets it go. Rebound by Dang.
Well, at least they didn't get turnover.
Timberwolves leading by 6.
We did, but
Rubio
they didn't
with
get
a wide
dang.
open look. A three-pointer is right on target. Rubio's got 5 now.
I tell you, the jumper might not be the prettiest of pictures, but the offensive spacing improves dramatically when Rubio hits it.
Jackson has the open look. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Minnesota's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the free ball here.
Get better
Rubio
turning around.
dishes to Jang. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And that's a well
Like I need to turn around
shot.
faster. It's
Yeah,
gonna
he
be.
gains good position, then gets out on the shooter, affects his rhythm.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And Rubio kicks to Levine. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Dang it, 3-second calls.
Here's Rubio. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. He kicks it to Pekovic. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. And that's now 10 points for Nikola Pekovic. Jackson.
Make it.
The shot will not fall. And now we take a listen into the recent huddle from...
Defensively, make sure we're all getting rebounded.
And we welcome you back as we... Some changes for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Hill. Gorgie Dang comes in for Ricky Rubio. And Andrew Wiggins is subbed in for Dunn. And then for Detroit, Drummond's checked in for Aaron Baines. Prez comes in for John Lewis. And Morris subbed in for Harris. Towns is down low with Pekovic. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Garnett. And it's Jang in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Kept alive. He goes up again. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Great determination there by Pekovic, a sneaky tough cover.
And so Pekovic nails both of them.
And those free throws should put the finishing touches on this win.
Probably impossible for them to come back now.
The clock is not their friend anymore, that's for sure. This is all but over.
And the call will be against Prez. That's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, he was boxed out and tried to get the rebound the only way he could.
Free throw good, Levine.
I'll tell you, 13th pick in the 2014 draft, Levine still with plenty of upside.
This game is ours. Let's draw it up. Come on. Our execution has to be perfect from here on out, gentlemen. Understood?
Here, Hunt. Good 26 left.
"20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Baines, it's deflected.
Nikola Pekovic's experience makes him a factor as a shot blocker.
Outside, Levine.
Boredom of it.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here.
I want to just wait there.
Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor completely.
We're doing pretty good, guys. No better. Defense is actually helping a little as we keep getting it up. Because each time the Jordan's things are really big money makers. Do not have a lot left. I mean, we do have a lot of season left. I don't know what I was talking about when I said that. That was just randomness coming out of my mouth. Didn't make any sense at all. Okay, we got some team practice. I mean, the 76ers. For what? Can't. That money. And get some fans, you know. Yeah, fans. How much money do we have? And we need a lot more. Dang, it goes up a lot when you get to a certain level. 3,000. 2,000. 4,000. 4,000. How much does my steel go up? Just one. To a certain level, does it start going up really good? Will playmaking help for me to get it up? Maybe. Box out, rebounds. We'll just focus on these three stats right here. For now, I'll just focus on these three stats. These three stats at the end probably could help me a lot. Agility might help me. I'm saving up for defending though. Actually, let's get a rebound. Nah. Just keep getting that defense up.